Welcome to Career Launch Australia. My name is Rajiv Bedse. I recently read a book called The Coaching Habits by Michael Bungay Stayner, and I just wanted to share some of the ideas that Michael shares in his book, The Coaching Habit. Typically, it becomes a challenging situation for us to say no when you do not want to say yes in a corporate environment, in an office environment at workplace. So according to Michael, he says that the secret to saying no is bringing that shift of focus and learn how to say yes more slowly or swiftly by willing to stay curious, or sometimes by willing to stay innocent before committing, and by asking questions to create clarity. And clarity precedes mastery. That's what Robin Sharma observed. So here are some of the questions that you may ask, and I'm sure these questions, these techniques will tremendously help you in saying no when you do not want to say yes. Let's say, for example, your manager comes to you and he wants you to complete a particular task in addition to the tasks that you have in hand, and you have a lot of things on your plate. What do you do then? So instead of saying, no, I can't do this, here are some of the questions that you might want to ask him. The first question: why are you asking me? I'm not the only person working here. So you are indirectly saying that. You're not directly saying that. But you simply ask a question by being absolutely innocent and curious. Why are you asking me to complete this task? And then probably he may not have thought about other people, why he wants to ask only you and not other people. So he might go to somebody else. The second question: when you are saying this is urgent, what exactly do you mean? Now, at times people have different perceptions for something that is called urgent, but we need to understand that something that is urgent may not be important. It might be urgent but may not be important. So when you ask that question, why, when you say this is urgent, what exactly do you mean? It will make him thinking as to whether this is really urgent as such. Question number three. According to what standard does this need to be completed? This question is very important. I think this question is very interesting, because then you are asking your manager, do you want me to complete this task with the utmost satisfaction and with quality, or it's okay if the quality is not maintained 100%? Because if you want me to complete this task very quickly, then I may not be able to maintain the quality because I have so many things that I'm doing simultaneously. So this question from that point of view is very, very important. Number four: if I could not do all of this but could just do just a part, what part would you like me to do? Which means that I am not superpower. I cannot do everything simultaneously. If you want to do me a specific part of this task, then exactly what part of this task would you like me to handle? Because it's possible that your manager has come to you because of the unique qualities that you may have. And when you ask this question, you can say to him, well, I can handle this part if you want me to. So asking this question makes a lot of sense. And number five: what do you want me to take off my plate so I can do this? Again, very important question. You have so many things on your plate that you are doing at a time. And, so you want to ask this question. Exactly what do you want me to sacrifice for doing this task according to you? So what Michael says that, he said that if you want to say no, it's hard to say no, or, sometimes you might feel that it is not right to say no to somebody. So he has got a wonderful strategy. He says that, it's awkward to say no to someone. So create a third point. And what's the third point? Let's say, for example, your manager has sent you an email and he comes to you and asking you whether you can do this. Now, looking at that email, which is the third point, you can say, well, I'm afraid I have to say no to this at this point of time. What does that mean? It means that you are not saying no to the person, you are saying no to the task. It's very easy to say no to the task than saying no to the person. And in that case, the person also will not get offended. I have so many clients of mine and so many people who constantly come and talk to me, and they say one of the things that is holding them back, or one of the things that is really bothering them at workplace, is the fact that they cannot say no to people in their social lives, in their personal lives, in their corporate life, and so on. So I guess these questions will definitely make you think and make the managers think as well. And then that way you don't have to struggle as much to say no to people. Because here, one of the things that I have observed here as well in that book is, Michael doesn't say that openly, or he doesn't say that at all. But from my point of view, many times people come to me and people say to me, well, other people always take me for granted. The reason other people take you for granted is because you have given them the permission to take you for granted. So how do you deal with that situation in that case? My straight answer to that is become absolutely unpredictable. The more predictable you are, people will take you for granted. That does not mean that you do not want to help people. It only means that you need to safeguard your own interest. You need to be selfish in a good way, in a good sense. So if people are trying to take advantage of you, it's not because of people, it's because of your own willingness to let them take advantage of you. So when somebody comes to you and says that, can you please help me with this? You always have the freedom of choice of saying yes or no. If you can help them in that given situation, in the situation where you have a lot of, less workload or more workload, you can decide what you want to say, but you don't necessarily have to say yes. So you need to learn the techniques of saying no when you do not want to say yes. And one of the ways that I have found out is that become unpredictable to people, so that people will not be able to take you for granted. I hope that helps you. My intention in putting this video together, as always, is adding incredible value to you, the people who are watching this video. So that's all for now. I'll see you in the next video very, very soon. Bye for now.